Hi, Facebook. Happy Tuesday. I guess it's Tuesday. Kiddos were out of school yesterday, so my days are a little bit off. I'm coming at you today with a little bit, with a subject that's kind of near and dear to my heart. So, I've talked to a few people that are kind of struggling and kind of wanted to jump on and give a few pointers to encourage me sometimes and maybe to encourage you. So the title of today, if you jump on, say hi. The title of today is knowing, I forgot what I typed, but your bravery comes from knowing where your impact is. And kind of what that means is a lot of the times we have fear in our life because it's truly coming from we don't know where our impact is. You are given a mission in life, and when you don't know where that impact is supposed to be, then that's where fear comes from. So bravery is knowing where your impact is. You know what? Your impact is on the other side of fear. I listened to some podcasts today that was about a little girl who built a business based on the encouragement from her husband, and she was a very shy girl when she was young. She was not someone that was going to put herself out there, and he encouraged her and pushed her. Hi, Heather. It is gorgeous outside, which is why I'm outside today. So when you're going to come across things in your entire life where you are scared to death to make certain decisions, and you're not going to feel brave, and opportunity comes in those moments of fear. So know that. So when you're making a decision, I have a lot of decisions that I've had to make over the past couple years, and it's been a challenging couple years. I did have a great birthday for us. Thank you. Recovering from all my lovely parties that I've had. Anyway, so opportunity shows itself in fear. And when you're fearful, you need to step back and analyze about why you're afraid of something, because there's an opportunity that's lying in that. And it's an opportunity to grow yourself. So I usually, fear and anxiety, that all goes together. You have a lot of anxiety when you make decisions. It's typically tough decisions in life, whether you're going to be starting a new job or changing career paths or making big decisions with your children or making big decisions with your spouse. Anxiety comes with that all the time. And what you have to understand when you are in the decision-making process is think of your life as a cloud. Every time you look at a cloud in the sky, they are different. One cloud is constantly going to be changing and forming and morphing into something new. It's always beautiful, but it's always changing. So when you are faced with a decision and you have anxiety with that decision and fear and not bravery, understand that you can analyze every detail. You can analyze every thing that may come along with that decision, and the data is going to be constantly changing. So be confident in the decisions you make, because the data is always changing, just like the clouds in the sky. People are always changing. You may be worried about what someone is going to feel about this decision right now, and they may be totally okay with it, but because they're a different person and think differently than you, then their feelings can change as well. So today, you may be basing that decision on what someone else feels, but tomorrow they could feel totally different. So know that your anxiety and your decisions and all of that, it's always changing and it's always morphing into something more. So no matter how much you analyze details or how much you analyze situations, it's always changing. So you have to be confident in the decisions that you make, and that happiness comes from in you. But you have to know that your greatest impact is on the other side of your fear. And that's where your bravery is. you know, these past couple years have been really, really hard for me. And one of the things that people tell me, which I'm beginning to understand, is that they say, well, you're so brave in sharing your weaknesses and your sins and your struggles. And you guys think I'm completely brave in sharing those things. But at the same time, when I hit the live button or I hit a publish button on a blog post or I share anything with you, it scares me to death, because I know that when I share that and I put that out there for you guys, because I feel like that's where my impact is. On the other hand, I can also get judged very harshly. I could get a lot of negativity thrown my way. And so you have to be confident in knowing where your impact is and overcoming that fear and being brave. I mean, being brave and fear go hand in hand. So there's opportunities in fear. What do? I mean, you know what? When you feel those butterflies in your stomach, that's what I go for. Those butterflies are there to tell you, God put that in our makeup, and that feeling in our makeup, because it's a stirring inside of you. You know, when you read something sometimes and people may say, I just had this stirring inside of me, this something in my soul that made me want to do this or made this change. You know what? Those butterflies are there for a reason. And those butterflies you listen to because they are telling you to go. Now, don't just go in. This goes along with what my post was the other day. You know, follow your heart, but don't let your brains fall out. So when you feel those butterflies, follow them and understand maybe what they're there for and what they're trying to teach you, while also understanding the impacts that you have on others, good and bad, and the impact that you have mostly on yourself. Because happiness is an internal job, people. It's no one can make you happy. So your external circumstances are what cause unhappiness, and your internal circumstances are what cause your happiness. So a lot of people right now are struggling. I don't know what's going on in the earth to kind of make that happen, but there's a lot of people right now that are struggling. So I want you to figure out where your greatest impact is, and when you get off here, you know, ask your why. Why do I need to learn this? Or why do I need to move forward with this? Or what is the purpose to be all I can be? Or why do I need to follow this versus this? And then ask yourself, you know, why not? What is it on those things that are challenging you? And when you take a step back and you understand your whys and your why nots, you're going to understand a little bit more how to get to that bravery and be confident in that. Because let me tell you, when you're brave, that still doesn't mean that you don't have fear. Because I have fear every single day, and it's because I'm a sinner every day. There's numerous things I have to work on daily. But just because you're brave doesn't mean the fear isn't going to be there. But it is bravery in knowing where your impact is. And then your impact is on the other side of that fear. My impact is sharing with you guys struggles that everyone has. My impact is sharing with the world the beauty that we can all have in our imperfection, because we're all screwed up. Find out where your impact is. It's going to be different for everyone, but I can almost tell you that every time your impact is on the other side of fear. So when you feel fear, don't push it away. Don't say, I don't want to listen to this, I don't want to do it. And don't think that fear is telling you not to do something either, because fear is just helping you be cautious in the decisions that you're making. So know that you have an ambition, okay, and work towards it every day. Know that you should trust in yourself, because you people on here right now, I know that you can probably trust in me, But ultimately, you are living this world for yourself, and so I can only trust in myself, and so I have to be confident in the decisions that I'm making, which means you be confident in the decisions you're making. So have that ambition for life. Have that ambition and have those goals that are working towards your happiness and towards your impact in life. Because we are all put on this earth to have an enormous impact. And that impact is to serve others and to encourage others and to guide others. And once you find that ambition, know your expectancy, know what is expected of you, have a focus for it, and put an effort towards it on a daily basis. You're not going to, Rome wasn't built in a day. That's a perfect saying that goes along with this, because it's not. My impact today is not going to reach everybody I want to. And you know what? Let me take that back a little bit, because honestly, if my impact reached one person, I would be happy with that. But when I say that Rome wasn't built in a day, meaning your ambitions and your bravery and knowing where your impact is not going to come just today. It's a daily struggle. It's a daily process, because this world sucks. And as much as we can know that happiness is internal, all those external circumstances guide unhappiness. So, know your effort, know your attitude, surround yourself with people who are amazing. And hi, Austin, how are you? Surround yourself with people that are encouraging you to follow your dreams and lifting you up. And, that's the environment that you need. So it's a little short and sweet today, but that's all I have. But it's just knowing that fear and bravery go hand in hand. And when you feel fear, go for it. Go for it. Know what that fear is coming from. Know what that fear is trying to teach you, and go for it. Things are going to change, and you're going to piss some people off in life, and people are going to be hurt by you. But at the same time, my impact is knowing that on the other side, I may have helped, I may have hurt 4 or 5 people. I'm just throwing a number out there, but the impact that you have on the other side is greater for so many other people to see. And knowing that true happiness is what everybody in this world wants. So focus on that, guys. That's what you need. Be brave, embrace fear for what it's teaching you, and be a cloud in the sky, knowing that it's always changing. You are forever morphing into something different. Your circumstances are forever going to be changing, and be a cloud and be a stream. You know what? The rivers of the world have a path that they have put on the landscape in this world. But you know what? Even though they have that path, there are circumstances and environment changes and everything that may have that river veer off course for a little bit, and it may start taking a different path. So know that, figure out what your impact is, and if you're on that path, great, do it, and with ambition and with gusto and with everything you have. And if you're not, and you're fearful for even knowing where that impact is going to be, sit and look at that and figure out what that is, because your bravery is on the other side of that fear, and that's where your impact in this world is going to be. So much love to you guys. Thank you. It was just short and sweet today, just something that was on my mind. Much love to you guys, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.